Viewers, today we will take you to a country that, until recently, the world only knew for poverty, misery, and civil war. But today, that same country stands in the ranks of the most astonishingly developed and self-respecting nations in the world. Yes, we are talking about Burkina Faso, and about the great leader who made all of this possible. This is a land that was once under the yoke of white colonial masters. But today, revolutionary scientific experiments, ultra-modern technological projects, and unbelievable constructions here are astonishing the world. The kinds of projects now underway in this country leave scientists wide-eyed and force imperial powers to tear their hair out in frustration. Where there were once mud houses, today high-speed trains are running. Where cattle once wandered the roads, now drones fly in the skies. Where there used to be nothing but green fields, today the largest solar energy factories in the world are operating, lighting up all of Africa. And this is not being done by some Western power, foreign investor, or old imperial ruler. It is all happening under the leadership of one young president, Ibrahim. In today's video, we will show you everything that has changed in Burkina Faso. So we request you to watch this video from start to finish. Friends, it all began when Ibrahim decided to strengthen the country's economic system. Burkina Faso, once plagued by its harsh land, underdeveloped infrastructure, one of the worst economic crises due to poor transport, has now completed projects that even the world's superpowers find astonishing. The country's terrain is mostly mountains, narrow valleys, and tangled land routes. When a nation faces such geographical barriers, and at the same time wants rapid progress, transporting goods becomes an extremely difficult challenge. Transporting by road wasted time, and land routes were often closed or affected by storms. So President Ibrahim approved an unbelievable project, the Floating Ship Project. The idea was to bypass land obstacles and create a waterway that passed through the mountains. For this, mountains were cut open with modern machinery, and tunnels were built inside them to allow water flow. By connecting these tunnels, a large aqueduct was created. But viewers, the real magic begins when you learn that simply creating a waterway was not enough. Ships were also launched here. This team designed a system where an entire ship stands on a water platform. And this platform is lifted to mountain heights using a special lift, just like elevators carry people up and down. But here, the passenger is not a person, but an 800-ton ship. The most astonishing thing is that this process is so smooth, quiet, and steady that if you were on the ship, you might not even realize you had been lifted 30 stories high. This system is not only a marvel of modern technology, but also a reflection of Burkina Faso's revolutionary determination. It saves time, reduces fuel consumption, prevents environmental pollution, and reduces the physical strain on workers. The mountains that once stood as obstacles have now been carved into pathways of progress by Ibrahim. Now, let us talk about Burkina Faso's solar energy project, which has become a model for the whole world. There was a time when the villages of Burkina Faso were drowned in darkness. Children studied by candlelight, hospitals ran on noisy generators that decided matters of life and death. And at night, whole areas looked like they were stuck in the past. Then came the era of Ibrahim, an era that turned darkness into light. As soon as he came to power, announced, "We don't need to buy electricity from outside. We have the sun." And that's exactly what happened. Where once only sand blew across the towns of Burkina Faso, now thousands of acres are covered with gleaming solar panels. This was no ordinary project. It was not just about installing panels. The entire country was given a smart grid network that takes energy from the sun during the day and at night, powers the nation using the energy stored in batteries. Amazingly, this entire system is not only environmentally friendly, but also so efficient that Burkina Faso now produces enough electricity not just for itself, but also exports it to neighboring countries. All this was made possible by a president with no nuclear weapons, no billions of dollars, only vision and belief in his people. Now let us talk about the project that has transformed transportation from the roads to the cities. The country's first high-speed rail project. There was a time when traveling from one city to another in Burkina Faso was a trial of patience. Old rusty tracks, outdated coaches, and trains with neither speed nor comfort. People dreamed of completing day-long journeys in just hours, but no one was ready to make that dream come true. Then came Ibrahim, the leader who not only defeated enemies on the battlefield, but also erased words like backwardness, delay, and failure from the national dictionary. He approved a project that would breathe new life into the heart of Africa, the high-speed rail project. A new, modern rail network was laid across the country, with tracks stronger and more durable than even European standards. These trains reach speeds of 320 kilometers per hour, meaning city-to-city travel now takes minutes instead of hours. Inside, the trains are astonishing. Comfortable seats, free internet, solar-powered charging ports, smart screens, and a complete AI security system. And remember, this is not some Western country. This is Burkina Faso, the same country the world once counted among the poorest. Every major city has been connected by this high-speed rail. And the most interesting part is that the stations are not just transport hubs. They have been designed as commercial centers. Where a train arrives, markets spring up, jobs are created, and the economy starts moving. And this was all done not with foreign loans, it's not with World Bank handouts, but by local engineers, local investment, and Ibrahim's vision. In his speech said, "We must run faster than those who left us behind, and now the time has come to lay our own tracks." Today, those tracks are not only driving Burkina Faso's economy, but are also being adopted by many other African countries. This is not just a train, it is a moving picture of progress, dignity, and revolutionary leadership. Viewers, if you enjoyed this video, please like and share it with your friends, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you get notified of all our new videos. Stay connected and tell us in the comments which project impressed you the most. Pray that Burkina Faso's journey of progress becomes a guiding light for all of Africa.